What's going on, Clutch? What?
What up, what up, what up?
It's your boy Dup.
It's boy Ross.
We're in the
Clutch. Hey.
back. To you, ladies and gentlemen, with another video here. I don't know how to feel about this one. Never really seen. I've heard of people diving in caves. So when Ross was talking about this video here, I just get claustrophobic automatically.
Oh, for sure.
Cave divers need to stop. So what's going on with these guys, man?
I don't know. They love to live life on the edge, and
Or
sometimes,
in a hole.
yeah, in a hole. You know, the adventure, the dangerousness. I mean, you can see from the first shot here, my man looks like he's having a great time.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah, man. Holding the camera while you're in a very tight, confined space filled with water. What could possibly go wrong? And guess what?
He found out. Yeah, that too.
That's all I gotta say.
Don't see too many of the tanned folks in these situations. I'll just say that. But hey, let's get into it right now. If you're a cave diver, let us know the lifestyle, man. But that's all I'll be doing is learning, because I won't be in this situation.
Be safe out there, man.
If I can avoid it.
I can barely keep my head above the water. All right, here we go.
Jack and his
Cave diving, an underwater extreme sport which is done as a way to explore the wonder of caves. You can face wonderful things such as dark, desolate spaces with the sharpest rocks on earth, tight openings where you may have to break your kneecaps to get through, oxygen tanks that can run out and potentially have you suffocate to death, but ooh, look at that view. And if you're mad at me for calling it a sport, don't get mad, okay? That's what Google says. But when you're in situations like this, it's probably a sport, right?
Are elbow pads gonna be a problem for me? My sweater, anything?
The passage is both rugged and very tight for
Say
me.
yes.
Okay.
I can't even watch this, bro.
Yeah,
it just
it's
makes me,
claustrophobia.
yeah, just kind of,
Woo, y'all got it. And once again,
yeah. The worst thing I've ever done is like gotten an MRI. Like,
oh yeah, no, that I have a new unlocked fear for that. I didn't know I was afraid until I got in there. And they was like, yeah, man.
it's gonna be pretty loud in there, so put these little headphones
yeah,
in.
this shit was loud,
You just
bro.
in there like,
I'm like,
roses.
bro, I've never was afraid until that moment. And I was in there for about 30 minutes. I was like,
bro, feel like forever too.
I was like, yeah, bro, it's time for me to get up out of here, man. You good, Mr. Ross?
I'm really not, but I heard this thing.
Yeah,
up
I'm
is-
good.
So just imagine willingly going to a location like this, you know, not even knowing what you actually getting into for real. And a lot of them rocks be sharp as hell.
Yeah, nah, I'm good on this one.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Cool.
You said
A
cool?
rock camera would be helpful. Is there room to turn around and come back? Yeah. Okay.
How can you turn around and go
saying,
back?
Oh my goodness.
am I hearing no?
I
is the thing.
understand. So Jacob went face first down a drop down there. It's a little tight through here.
A little tight.
I can keep moving my elbows through, so as long as I can keep bending my elbows, yeah, I'm okay. Oh, I'm too old for this, dude. I am too old for this.
Whatever you tell
By
yourself.
the way, people do this as an option in life. It wasn't set mandatory,
an
this was a
option.
free will pick. So yeah, cave divers have been the topic of the month in social media trends, I guess. I don't know who or when we started talking about cave divers, but if you go on YouTube, you got a ton of channels documenting the craziest
Water
cave
is
diver
rising.
deaths. And on TikTok, it's become a trend to make fun of them. The joke being, anytime a cave diver sees a tiny crack, they try to slide right in. That may have not sounded right, but y'all get the point.
We got it.
We got you. I'm done. Not the boots, dog.
Now, my main reason on making this video is trying to find out why the f anyone would do this. Obviously, the main people this appeals to is thrill seekers.
Yeah.
There's a whole genre of human who just love doing the most death-seeking
Genre of
activities,
human.
which we'll talk about later, but we'll focus on cave diving. One of the main reasons for my research on why people do it is because cave diving is seen as one of the last things humans have explored on Earth. Because most people aren't trained to do it and usually think, I can either spend thousands of dollars into learning lessons on how to cave dive properly as a hobby, or buy a gaming PC and run some games with the gang. I'm going with the PC. Honestly, I have no clue how much cave diving lessons cost. It was just a joke. Cave divers, don't come at me. I am equipped with a water gun. But they see it as places where almost nobody on Earth has visited. It's like that thing in humanity where everybody wants to be the first at something. And that's usually where a lot of the cases happen, in places that have never been explored. Even if they are, though, if you're not professionally equipped, you're gonna end up a peanut butter and rock sandwich. Which is why a lot of the experts say you need to be well trained before going, especially if you're just starting out. One of the most famous cave diving incidents is known as the Nutty Putty cave incident. You may have seen your favorite horror YouTuber talk about this for the 20th time, but I'm sorry, I do have to rehash it for the people that may not know. It all started on November 24th, 2009. A man named John Jones with his brother and friends decided they wanted to go cave diving in the, you guessed it, Nutty Putty cave. Most of the cave was mapped out by people exploring it, but not all of it. My brain is way too small to figure out how the they mapped it out purely by looking at things like this. Probably why I just make YouTube videos. John accidentally slipped into the wrong section of the cave and got put into a narrow slope.
That's what I was talking about,
That is the one you were talking about.
Oh my God.
Nutty Putty.
That nigga was, bro, there's nothing you can do.
You know, just pray. Pray real quick. And
bro, because the blood's gonna be rushing to your head. You're gonna eventually pass out, and that's it.
gotta get it up. Just gotta get it right real quick. Lord.
Yeah.
Soon here I come.
Yeah.
Type vibe.
That is cold, bro.
I don't know how you don't panic like this, but I would be cooked. And over 27 hours, 130 rescuers were trying to save him. They tried to pull him out with a system of pulleys and ropes, but it made things worse. And when one person finally managed to be pulling him out, his rope snapped in half. That's the type of luck I would have in this situation. But sadly, through the next day, they couldn't end up pulling him out, and he ended up dying from cardiac arrest and suffocation in the cave. The whole situation is sad, and John sadly wasn't trained enough for it. The worst part about this is I just found out they made a movie recreation of it. Imagine someone close to you dies a tragic death in a scenario like this, and they make it a movie with 5.5 stars on IMDb and put that bitch on Peacock for free. Like, at least put it on Netflix. Now we gotta lay down one thing about cave diving. Obviously, by the amount of people that do them, it's not a casual thing of a cave diver going out to explore and being packed up immediately. It's more of a when a situation does happen, it becomes a big thing that people talk about because the situations are so crazy. Think of it like the stories y'all are seeing now about the planes malfunctioning all over the world. Meanwhile, just in the USA, there's 16 million flights a year. I don't blame people for not taking those odds though. This year, it feels like planes have been deciding to give up on purpose. Another reason cave divers do it is to see the formations of the cave and how cool they look. And I can admit, they look pretty cool. Not worth risking my life to death type of cool, but I can give it a thumbs up. People also find new species when going cave diving. And who doesn't want to be a person who could say they found a whole species? A lot of times it is pretty useless though, like worms and shrimps. But at least you can name yourself after it. I also found this post about some cave divers explaining why they personally do it. And yes, this Reddit is called r/caving. Nowadays, anybody got a Reddit.
Yeah.
Speaking of Reddits, make sure y'all join mine too. I check it every Twitch stream. The person said, so a few days ago, I came across caving accidents on YouTube and I've been terrified of the concept of caving since then. I'm not making this post disrespectful by any means, but I'm just genuinely curious. Let's see, y'all think the cave divers got mad at this? The top comment is, why do anything that's not required to exist? It's fun and fulfills desires. Same with most activities in the outdoors. Okay, I would say not every activity is like cave diving outdoors.
Yeah.
You know, you got hiking. I feel like that's pretty safe as long as you go to a well-pathed area. You know, you also got fishing too. Most of us don't shy away from what ifs. You could expire in a desert if you're not prepared, or in another risky activity. Oh my God, I can't read. Mountaineering. What is that? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Oh my God, that's this. This is by far worse than cave diving because genuinely, bro, like that ice gives up, the ice melts a little bit, you're cooked. I think the crazy mountaineering activity I'll never understand is Mount Everest. Like Mount Everest is so dangerous.
They have bodies as checkpoints.
To help people want to climb the mountains from.
And I never understood why people see that as like a.
I gotta do it because I want to be one of the few people in the world to say I reached the top.
But what if you don't?
Well, I'm gonna die trying. For people, that's their life fulfillment.
Hey,
you got it. You got it.
We'll see you the next checkpoint.
Yeah.
from people that formerly died there. You can go as fast or slow as you want. Keep it tame or push your limits. For me, it started as a fun thing to do, but now it's more about research and conservation of the caves. Okay, see, that's a little bit better of a reason. Because, you know, we're going to have some type of people to research those caves and do that as a job. And if most scientists don't want to do that, I respect him for doing that. Cave divers with loving family when they find a 0.0001 centimeter called the devil's anus and they dive into it. The TikTokers have invaded the cave diving subreddit. Come on, y'all. This is their haven, bro. Can we leave r/caving as the cavers Reddit as their place? Those cave diving accident YouTube videos are usually low effort and inaccurate. I feel like from a lot of the videos I've seen, they're like really detailed though. Like they'll go into a full breakdown of the timeline of when they entered to when they left. Because I've seen a couple of them just because it seems so interesting, and like they'll have a I don't even know how they find out all the details of the incident, but they have it listed. Seriously, it's like 3 social media cavers constantly pretending they're in life-threatening situations and freaking out for shock value. Could the videos have been dramatized? Some of them, yeah. I'm not sure. There's like so many people that post these type of videos. But hey, that's what gets them the money, man. People want to see them in situations like that. You know, nobody's gonna care if they're in a normal, calm, safe cave. They want to see you damn near dying. It's fun. I like it, and no one can bother me when I'm in a cave. I mean, there's a lot of places though where you can't be bothered. You can go to a desert, the middle of the ocean. For me, it's mostly for the beauty and peacefulness of caves, the feeling of adventure, the scientific aspect of it too. Also, what I love about caving is the feeling of doing something tiring, painful, and difficult, but laughing all through it because you are with your friends. You might just got a domination kink. That's what it's sounding like to me. No judging over here. No judging over here. All right? I hope that gave y'all more insight into why the cave divers like doing it. And I know everybody's making fun of cave divers and clowning them, but something I think is way worse of a thrill seeker activity is all those parkour videos back in the day that used to go viral. I don't know why in the 2010s the thing was parkour and people doing double backflips off buildings. But it's another one of those free will things people choose to do with their life. Like these will straight up climb skyscrapers in the clouds to get the thrill.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.7 million. I mean, 1.27 million. Oh!
Then that building was old or newly constructed.
Oh, no.
Don't try at home.
They are above the clouds. Above.
I feel like I'm gonna fall off by just watching these videos. And for them, it's even more of an adrenaline high on why they do it. I guess the dopamine released on the risk of falling is just too good to pass up on. There's another well-known incident that happened with this thrill-seeking activity that went viral a couple years ago. Shocking, wonder how it could go wrong. His name was Woo Yongning, and he was a famous guy on social media for doing all types of crazy roof climbs. These pictures look straight up photoshopped. I wanna know how the in a picture like this, you keep your balance. One wind gust and you're out clean. He was recording a video for a challenge that offered some money for who had the best rooftop climb. And on camera, while recording, he was on the side of a building when he lost grip and fell 62 stories. Or in American terms, 1,120 feet. And this whole incident I'm talking about, it's on the internet. Like, you can exactly see how it goes until he falls. It's disturbing to know as soon as he's out of the frame, he's going probably for another couple of seconds before hitting the ground and splatting to his death. And what I notice in a lot of these type of activities, a lot of these people don't even associate there could be any type of risk until a major incident happens. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about today. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always,
y'all got it with the caves. Y'all got it with the mountain, doing the mountain climbing of these like Mount Everest, and y'all got it.
Yeah, I got it, bro.
Parkour, jumping on buildings above the clouds. Do you just know there are consequences for those type of things? So if you're okay with it, hey, I'm not here to stop you.
And I get the argument that a lot of things can be dangerous and stuff like that. There's a chances that anything can happen on all kinds of situations.
I'm just not going to increase those chances.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's my thing. I will try as much as possible to lower those chances, but I'm not going to willingly say, hey, I saw a small crack in the ground. I said, fuck it.
Help! And then the crazy thing is when they do that, they be having to get people to risk their lives now to help you get them out those situations. Like, you got to think about not just yourself sometimes. Like, find safer hobbies.
Yeah,
you know?
if you can.
If you can. Again, hey, if that's your wish to go out like crazy, be my guest, bro. Who am I to stop you? But nah, man, if y'all enjoyed the video, man, make sure you run up the like, subscribe, let us know what else we need to be checking out. Shout out to the homie for the video as well, man. Make sure y'all go support him. The link to the original video is down below, so go show him some love. Hit him with a like and subscription as well. But hey, let us know what else y'all want us to check out. Again, continue to spread love, be love, keep God first. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
The bitch is from Houston. If you got a problem, then we got the solutions. And there's no illusion. I made this shit happen, I'm living life lucid. I'm switching my strategies. Now they hate on me cause I'm causing casualties. But why are they after me? Deep inside they know they can't handle half of me.